Oh, hey, hi, hello. We are here. Welcome on in, everyone. Thank you so much for being here on this wonderful Thursday for another episode of We Run the Dungeons. Um, we're going to do it slightly different um, because we have a lot of suspense going on. Um, Warren, please tell me who you're going to be playing this evening.
That's a really good question. Hi, I'm Warren. I am playing Axelion Verasmus III, though his friends, who are not dead, call him Axel.
Your friends list is quickly diminishing.
Really is. It really is. We're like down to 2 out of 4 right now.
Uh, and next up, we have Travis.
I am playing Arturus, the Tiefling Wizard. I am level 5-ish. We're getting there. My passive investigation is 17.
That's
So
really
if you
good.
need me to catch your cheating ex, give me a call.
Passively, though.
I can't do it actively. I just like walk around and hope I bump into them.
Actually, don't give them a call. Just
Yeah,
try
and then
to
just
find
hope.
out without them knowing.
Just hope that it gets done. Donnie, who is currently laying on the floor that you are going to not be playing this evening?
Oh, I am playing Eric.
Mm.
Warlock Rogue, and unless there's some divine intervention, I don't think Eric's coming back.
We shall soon see. Hi, I'm Fenkin, the Harangon blood hunter who is currently not trying to die after getting magic missiled in the back of the head. That's my headcanon. Yeah.
You got shot in the head with a cannon.
It's what it felt like. It's the best he did all night.
Oh, my passive perception is 17.
Oh, wait, I thought that was your investigation. Shit.
You're right, it is. I'm just reeling from the hurt you caused me.
Yeah, same.
Ow, my locker, it's hurt.
And last but not least, we have Ian.
Hi, I'm Ian. I'm playing Weird the Goblin, who's just a little goblin bard doing the best they goddamn can to try to keep this band of adventurers together and not lose their goddamn best friend who's dying on the ground right now. But what if we all just calm down and eat some bugs about it? We should be okay then, right?
Yeah, we'll just calm down. We'll eat some bugs. It'll be good.
Got some for everybody. Please.
Yeah.
Please say psych.
Psych.
Psyche.
What are we doing?
Matt,
They're
take
not
us
dead.
away.
Please say psych.
All right. So last time on D&D, our group found themselves in the ruins of an ancient dwarven civilization, hidden underneath the mountain next to a forest controlled by a green dragon. This long abandoned city was lit from will-o-wisps, souls of the departed, making its way around. As the group fought off some darklings, they made their way towards the grand hall. Sitting outside, there were 5 bodies on the ground, guarded by a steel guardian. After some conversation and some sneaking around, the guardian caught wind of the group trying to mess with their friends. And a battle ensued. Once they felt it was safe, the will-o-wisps reappeared, making the combat particularly deadly, one might say. But it was strategically fought. A lot of near misses, a lot of near hits. But ultimately, a lot of magic missiles started to rain down, causing this guardian to collapse. Already collapsed on the ground next to them was their teammate Eric, who had gone unconscious from the battle and was quickly stabilized by some sloppy work, but work nonetheless good enough to stop the bleeding, as it were. It was just then as the dust was settling, even a set of claws came slashing down, reopening the wounds that were just sutured up, or not sutured, but kind of tourniqueted up, stopped best they could. Fenkin, in were-tiger form, had lost control and attacked Eric, eventually bleeding out on the ground and dying. Fenkin shifted back, holding out a potion, trying to undo what he did, and he was also met by the force of Arturus' magic missiles, who had just knocked down a Shield Guardian, have now knocked down teammate? Not sure what to call them at this point in time. But as they lie on the ground dying, Weird scurrying, doing whatever Weird can do to put a stop to this. Arturus and Axel walk over to look at these bodies. Some loot being gained, and Axel turns his attention towards Lathander, asking for some type of divine intervention. The coin that's been following around Axel for a long time now, I'm not sure how long exactly, started to heat up more or less. There's some warmth to it. Coin, one side the holy symbol of Lathander, the other side a leering demon. And I believe that is where we ended. So it would still be Excelion's turn in the initiative. So we're still got stuff going on. So we're still
Longest
in
initiative of my life.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Is that tracker still up on?
It is. It is on you now, but I realize we never actually went through Axel's turn.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just double checking so I could be ready.
Mm-hmm. You're up. You had just gathered up what you could out of Eric's mouth of the potion that was administered earlier that failed to take hold. So you've got maybe like a quarter of a vial filled up of a potion.
Okay, and it's me or it's Axel?
It's Axel right now, but that is what
Okay.
you had just done. I don't think I mentioned it in the recap, so wanted to throw it out there.
Making sure. Sorry.
Yeah.
Asking too many questions. I'll stop.
It's all good.
No, it's good. They're good questions. And yeah, so I'm completely out of resources but I've got a glowing, heating up coin.
Yeah.
If I'm aware of any particular like Lathander rituals or ritual movements or anything like that, would be like, oh yeah, this is what you do with a coin. I would definitely do them. Barring that, I'm thinking like maybe bring the coin to the dead guy and continue trying to see if Lathander is trying to tell me something.
Gotcha. Nothing pops out at you as far as any specific rituals that would come to this point in time. So you make your way back over, standing before you. You have a definitely dead Eric on one side, and a maybe dead, maybe not dying Fenkin right next to you on the other side. Coin still warm. Maybe a slight, divine glow coming off of it, but no direction, no pull, no sense that you're getting from it.
Okay. Well, I feel like leaving Fenkin to potentially die. It would not be a very Lathander thing to do. So I will, I guess, touch the coin to Fenkin to see if anything happens. See if that does anything. If not, I'll try the same thing with Eric. And then if nothing happens, then I will do my best to try to tend to Fenkin's wounds.
All right. Fenkin, roll a D100. Whisper roll, please.
You got it.
How are you putting this coin on Fenkin?
In his butt.
On, not in. Weird.
I mean,
You
weirdo.
weirdo.
Maybe there was a Lathander ritual that no one knew about.
Oh no.
You have my blessing. Do whatever you need to save the boy.
There's a joke about where the sun don't shine in Lathander. I'm thinking like placing it on Finken's forehead. Just trying to infuse the light of Lathander to heal him, or I think hopefully he's still alive. I don't know that there's anything we can do for Eric because he's fully dead, and I certainly can't raise dead.
Does anybody have a handful of diamonds?
No, shockingly.
No, but I have raised a couple of undead. They're unwieldy toddlers.
All right. You place the coin there, and nothing happens at this moment. Weird.
Is that acknowledging me or saying that it's weird that nothing happened with the coin?
Both.
It is Weird's turn, I'll say, at this point.
Just being a butt.
Potion
Alright.
collected. You see Axel do what they just did.
Cool. Not trying to burst Axel's bubble or anything like that. I'm gonna go over to Fenkin and try to deliver the quarter vial that I have. It's like, come on, you son of a bitch!
All right.
If you don't drink this, I'll beat the fuck out of you. I swear to God. And at this point, Weird definitely has tears going.
Weird, trying to be polite, but knowing that they need to get this thing through, you go and administer the potion. In doing so, the coin slips, falling off.
Fuck.
And where the Lathander side was up, you now see singed, imprinted into Fenkin's Harengon form, the image of the leering demon.
Wait.
As you see Fenkin's soul, Weird, you see Fenkin's soul begin to rise out of their body and start to condense into a mote of blue, fey-like light.
No. You get back in your goddamn body. If you turn into a goddamn will-o-wisp, I will kick your ass, I swear to God. And we're just trying to keep their voice down. It's not working. The tears are just actively streaming at this point. Was I able to get Fenkin's body at least to drink the potion? Was I able to force it down?
Yeah, Fenkin was able to go down. Maybe it just wasn't enough for to start pulling up like with Eric's, or maybe Fenkin is still there and they were able to drink it. But it's not long until you see, stepping from the shadows, a massive figure. One you've seen from the distance. The thing in the night.
Fuck, not now, man. And for everybody else watching this moment go, Weird's having an emotional moment, screaming at nothing, yelling at nothing, and then very tense, almost completely paralyzed in fear. But continue with the thing in the dark.
As the thing in the dark has reached out and grabbed Fenkin's soul, you see it turn from a blue divine light to a void like blackness.
Do I have anything that I can do? Oh my God.
As a red set of glowing eyes stares at you. A second set above it forms.
I'm gonna throw Vicious Mockery at it.
Okay.
Just because that's the only thing I have left. Where it's like stands up and kind of stances up over Fenkin's body, rapier drawn, and just like, you think you're bigger than me, or some sort of better? You can't fucking take it from me. And that's the stuff there, and that's a full like as loud as Weird can get.
The room lights up. To you, at least. To everyone else, it was the same. They didn't see this oppressing shadow, but in an instant, it just flickered, gone. And everyone's level 5. Congratulations. We made it.
1 HP.
Did it.
Finally. Back to hell.
We made it.
Well,
Hey,
One-
you can't ground me.
once the thing in the dark is gone, is Fenkin's spirit still there? I saw it get turned kind of voidy looking, but did anything come of that?
Don't see Fenkin's spirit anywhere around.
Damn it.
To that point, you don't see Axel's either. Or sorry,
Axel's.
Axel probably most
I'm
definitely
next,
has.
baby.
Let's go.
Another one? No.
Something similar did not happen to Eric.
Okay. So now that we're bigger.
You guys are prepared. Revivify?
Mm.
Revive?
Revive
What
me.
would I just
You get that
happen to
level
learn
5,
in
right?
this moment?
You know what? I read a book about this at one point, and it just made sense. This is what a dead body looks like. Oh my god!
Oh.
You probably can't afford it. What? Isn't there like a big cost?
Yeah, it's a freaking massive
Like
diamond.
1,000 or something?
2 million.
2 million.
2 million shekels.
I don't even know what a shekel is.
It's about 100,000 gold.
Oh, okay.
All I got is 12 Mr. Hydes.
Alrighty.
Weird's gonna stay stanced up over Fenkin's body, like actively looking for the thing in the dark.
Nope. Axel, your coin falls off, starts to cling on the ground a little bit. As
I
Arthur's is looting behind you, and you see
Scooting.
this happen in front of you.
I will take a break from looting and thinking that Weird is having a psychotic break. I'm gonna go put my hand on their shoulder and just say he's gone. He made his choices.
Doesn't. He could be God, but he doesn't get to take him. He could be. It's okay. He's not dead. We could still probably do something. It's looked bad before, but he's always come back. He's always fucking come back.
Can I make a check to see if I have evidence to tell Weird that Fenkin is not coming back?
What's your passive investigation?
That's 17.
What a good
You will
set.
definitely notice that their chest is not moving. You could inspect, see if there's a pulse, but as far as evidence goes,
Yeah,
Be a
I'll
cold
go
body.
through some of the motions and just like check him out. Like, look, he's gone. Just like Eric, there's nothing we can do.
is it safe? You hear as Louvre kind of takes a few steps in from hiding.
Is it safe? What?
Bitch.
I know
Yeah.
it's a healing word.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet this bitch has
I know
cure
she's
wounds.
got like
She-
cure wounds. She's got reincarnate.
Berry.
She's got.
This
Toss me a couple berries.
right. One time for the one time?
Ray, I thought we lost you in the fray. Good to see you. It's safe as far as we can see, but it didn't go as planned.
What's that? And then she takes a look. Oh. And you can see she does kind of close up, gets a little bit more uncomfortable, avoids eye contact over there in that area.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm fine.
Well, thanks for sticking around, even though it got incredibly dangerous. We appreciate your guidance. Axel, what's going on with this coin and this brand? What am I seeing here?
I was honestly going to ask you. I prayed to Lathander and it glowed, but it didn't. I don't know. I didn't know what to do with it. I figured Eric was gone and maybe Fenkin could be saved. Put it on Fenkin, and it appears to have branded him or seared him or done something. So I honestly don't know what's going on.
Any sort of history check I can get here to see if I know of anything that's happened like this before?
Yeah, go ahead and roll either history or religion.
Oh, that was so close to a great roll. 10.
10. You know that on the other side of this thing is. It doesn't look like an archdevil or any type of devil like your father. It does seem to see some type of demon. Something about, I don't know, the duality, good, evil, a balance. Nothing's really jumping out at you as far as like a definitive history of these things, but just a bunch of possibilities.
Seems like Lathander may have lost his soul. I'm not privy to the politics of the gods, but that right there, branded into his forehead, is not what I would call a good sign.
That much I could gather.
Yeah. I'm not being incredibly helpful. I'm gonna whisper to Axel, like, I'm just trying to be soothing. as Weird is still just like crying over this body.
Oh, like full on weeping, but like at this point kind of collapsing and still trying to be stanced up, like protecting the body, but not doing a great job of it because they can't really see at the moment.
We should keep talking, probably, I think.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm just this is a lot, you know.
This went sideways more than anything we've ever done. I mean, we've fought some real evil shit. This just went south real fast.
It did, and you know, Eric was complicated, and I'm not sure he and I really saw eye to eye on much, but I wouldn't want him to go out like this, and
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal was with Fenkin.
I mean, neither of them were beyond saving, that's for sure. I've seen much more evil type people get much better with a little talking. So it is sad to see them go. Weird. How you doing?
Just you could see them like actively trying to not be hyperventilating and like trying to find some semblance of like gathering themselves.
Look, I'm gonna like kneel down on the other side of Fenkin and just say, look, I understand what you're going through right now, but we are also in danger. And unless you want to join your friend and forget their memory altogether, we need to loot and scoot, as I was taught to say.
Mir kind of stands up, shaky, and like looks at the body, and there's a very pointed look. like Weird wants to say something, but decides on their better judgment to just leave it alone at the moment. Fake, it was a lot of things. And I know what you saw. And I know what it looked like. But he was more than a monster. And I refuse to let him be remembered that way.
I understand, and I'm happy to hear you out and talk things through. The moment we are out of this cave filled with random evil shit trying to kill us.
That's fair. But take it. Anything else in here, that's whatever, but I don't want I don't want Axel touching Fenken's body. Like, that's... I need a minute, and then I'll be ready to move.
Okay, you let us know.
Yeah, thank you. And he, Weird is actively not making eye contact with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna, stand up and sidle over to Axel and be like, my throat's gonna get slit in the middle of the night. This is, this is not great.
I don't think that's the case. This is complicated. Weird's not a bad goblin, and Fenken wasn't a bad whatever Fenken was.
Yeah, I mean, who's to say I don't deserve my throat slit in the middle of the night, but we all made our choices.
So with Fenken's body there, Weird is gonna take provisions, weapons, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And in the place of that, as they take something from Fenken, they give Fenken something back.
Okay.
So it's like take a dagger, leave a coin, that kind of stuff, kind of paying for everything. But Weird is gonna take Fenken's bow and swap the bow for the bag of worms. And it's like, all right, man. I always thought it was gonna be me and not you, so sorry. I did everything I possibly could. The thing finally got you, and I want you to give him hell. There's no stops and no rest for people like us, and you know that. So, you know how to find me. And then kind of stand up and head back to the group.
All right.
Ready to
As
go.
you're heading back to the group who have started to go through the other loots, you noticed the daisy chain of Villarwisps that are kind of patrolling the city are getting closer. They seem to be maybe 5 minutes out or so.
This one's on me. I got a little loud there, and I will apologize about my volume. We should get scarce.
Yeah, grab what you can, and let's get out of here.
All right. So as you guys are looting, go ahead and everyone just make me an investigation check. See what we find.
Do I get another one, or was mine used last session when I got those scrolls?
You can roll another one. Yeah, because this is going to be for the entire body pile. Eric included, if you wanted.
I can roll too.
No, I mean your body would be included.
I was gonna ask, do the dead people just auto fail, or I just want to make sure if they roll.
Ouch. Yeah, because I'm not. I am I'm not even gonna go toward Eric because I don't want to get near Fenken and offend Weird.
Eric? No. It was just Fenken's body. And Fenken's done with or Weird's done grabbing stuff off of Fenken's body at this point.
Yeah, Eric was just a little too close. I'm not even going near Fenkin.
Weird
I'm
might be the
respecting
new
your
defender here.
Defender
new what?
of the
The
universe.
new whatever you called it. Man.
steel golem, steel defender, or
The new
whatever.
shield
Stone
defender?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Shield Guardian, yeah.
so I should let you guys know at level 5 I took a level in barbarian.
Just rage.
Fenkin's death kind of awoken something in weird.
It's
I've
beautiful.
never had a barbarian in my party. And I'm glad
Bard.
to have one now.
Barbarian. Bard.
Barbarian. All right, 1918. Are you looking for stuff weird?
Everything that I was looking for was all stuff that I was grabbing off of Fenkin.
All right.
Yeah, it's a perception or investigation.
Investigation.
I'll throw one just to be safe. It's a 10. I'm pretty wrapped up in what I'm doing.
Yeah, you feel like you got what you needed.
I got what I came for.
18 and 19 already. So on the shifter, the thing that kind of looks almost feral, like that one Gangrel clan. I don't know, but they have like kind of like long claw-like fingers, sharp teeth. This one was wearing an amulet of the insignia of the claws. So three little claws holding a little blood vial. And that was the only thing of worth you found on them. The halfling Kalishtar. And then this is with the assistance of Arturus. You still got your detect magic on. They have a magical cloak that they're wearing. Some normal leathered armor. Nothing else of note. And then next to them was a hand crossbow of +1. You got the main or the Lathander. The Shield of Lathander for that one. But as you are going through this person individually kind of checking for anything of value, in their pocket, you pull out a coin identical to the one that you just used on Fenkin. The side of Lathander on one, and then a Leering Demon on the other.
Now, I've never seen another coin like mine before, right?
Correct.
Sick.
Well, that makes me very interested in. So it's okay. I will definitely pocket that. Can I tell the difference between the two? Like, does mine seem singed still, like it's expended itself, or is it back to normal?
They look identical. While you look into the half Sun Elf, they do have the double-bladed scimitar. They're now over there on the stairs now. But in the middle of that is, from your investigation checks, you can tell that that's something similar to what Axel had on their rapier. Or
Eric.
their short sword, I believe. Or sorry, not Axel, yeah, Eric. Eric had a similar type of gem just kind of embedded into the hilt of their blade. Also, in the pocket of this, you find a small wooden chest. Like, it's almost like the size of a golf ball. Seems like a little toy wooden chest. But Arturus can tell it is glowing with some magical powers. And then, last but not least, the Changeling. You were able to find the spellbook next to that inside of their pockets. They had some pens and 50 gold worth of ink, or magical inks that you could use to transcribe spells or do whatever with. And around their neck, they are wearing an amulet or an amethyst pendant, a little amulet that was giving off a similar, or it is still giving off a faint magical symbol or aura, my bad, that match that of the Guardian, but the Guardian's magic is now kaput, gone, and it's just a statue. But that is what you were able to gather. And then among the 5 of them, 600 gold pieces. Divvy it up however you want to do that. But that is your loot that you're able to pick off of this. Now the glowing lights are probably about a minute away after all of this. What would you guys like to do?
Cheese it.
I'll
Divvy it up.
look at Weird and do you want to? Should we take raise dead as a thing? I mean, do we want to take their bodies and take them to to a town? Maybe somebody there can help them.
It's tough because like what's gonna make us move quicker? Do we worry about like taking the bodies and cause a problem, or do we just go? Like it sucks, it hurts, but we have to we can't stop and worry about we can't worry about them if they're gone.
I guess GM question: what do we know in character about the ability to have people come back from the dead?
That higher level resurrection spells will bring back people who have been dead longer, but ultimately the soul has to be willing to return to the vessel. Or able.
I mean, as far as what
As far as-
Axel knows, there's no reason to believe that either of these two wouldn't want to come back, right?
Correct? Yeah.
I mean, if we have a way to take the bodies, I would say do it. Weird's not strong enough to carry a body by themselves.
Axel could probably. Well, Axel can at least carry one, and we have horses, so
Somewhere.
somewhere.
With
Yeah,
Red.
how much did Fenken weigh, and how much did Eric weigh? Those are, I guess, questions we have to answer real quick.
How well did you guys prepare your sheets on D&D Beyond?
I would say Fenken weighed about probably like 6
Maybe
units
7.
of weight.
It was 165
he was-
pounds.
Fennekin was 124.
About 124, 165 pounds. Fennekin a little lighter in his bunny form.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I can carry him.
Axel here just being swole. It's fine.
If you feel like you can move and we're okay, then yes, I would like to be able to find a good spot to put Fenken for
That's-
good, but
Much as I love talking, we don't have time, Axel. Just give me your pack, pick them up, and let's move.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna be slow. Honestly,
see.
but there's no question I'm gonna do it. So yeah, come what may.
And we have leveled up at this point, right? Because
Yes,
I gotta.
you have
all
leveled
right,
up.
all right.
Well,
Let's
we have
for our
see what I
defenses,
do.
like, we're not like full on spells or hit dice or any of that stuff, right?
Sure. Yeah, I usually wait until long rest. I'd say circumstances. You guys have your third level spell slots and your additional HP at this point.
We got the WoW treatment.
The WoW treatment, the BG third
does not-
treatment.
That does not bode well, right? DM saying, "Sure, take your spells." This is
Yeah,
not-
it makes me
this
feel a
isn't
lot
looking good,
better
guys.
not taking my spells, please.
Exactly. Matt probably
Don't you
wasn't
gotta
going
write
to punch
them
us
down in
again.
your spell book? Isn't that what preparing is?
Yeah, just
Can't do that until a long rest.
I'm sorry.
How
I
are you
can't hear
going to-
dead people.
I was gonna say, how are you
Your
still
components in
reminding
your
him of
component
homework
pouch.
when you're dead?
I'm over here
Component
trying to
pouch.
save your life.
I'm just saying.
I've had these spells prepared since I was a baby. You don't know me.
I've known these my whole
That's
life.
true. The
I
bow.
thought
Just happen to have an eye of a new.
I got 20 levels worth of spells written down in this book. I just don't know how to do them all yet. These ones just kind of came to me.
I like it. I sort of like it. Yeah, I mean, sorcerers just get it, you know. Just oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I see now.
Alrighty.
All right, so
Um,
I've got Fenkin and Eric sort of like half lifted, half dragging to get them up and out of here.
All right. Would you guys like to go back the way you came?
would.
That would be opposite of the lights coming from further within the city. Or what's the plan? Where would you like to run off to?
Yeah, we
think
gotta
we-
go. back
I
the
think
way
we
came, right?
go back and find a place to hole up for a little bit, and like wait for the heat to die.
Yeah, one way or the other. I mean, we're down 3 from where we started. As far as adventurers, I think it's definitely time to take what we've won and go, or cut our losses and leave, however you want to frame it.
Alrighty. Well, you guys head further away, finding a good spot off of the normal pass to kind of hold up for the night. Or sorry, we'll hold up for a bit until this patrol seems to go back. Can I get a stealth check from everyone? And don't worry about the disadvantage because you won't be moving. It's just all about holding breaths and staying quiet.
Oof. So
16 from
my
weird.
Dice are fucking me.
My dice are off to a strong start today.
Right. 16. Then Axel's was. What was yours, Axel's? Sorry.
14.
14? Okay. As you guys are hiding, you do see coming through one of the walls that you guys are currently held up behind. A will-o-wisp appears probably about 5-10 feet over your head and continues forward as it does start to see Louvre, and it speeds up a little bit closer towards her, and she will turn into a bird and just start to fly away as it kind of follows her off a little bit.
She's real good at running away.
She is.
I think she'll be fine.
All right.
Are we good to call this a short rest? Like, could I use some hit dice while we're here or not?
So yeah, you guys are officially short rested out of combat. I mean, it hasn't felt like a long day, but under here in the Dark Cavern, you're not quite sure how long of a day it's been.
Oh, hell yeah.
You okay, Weird?
Honestly, no. But it'd be really hard to say that I was okay after everything that happened today. I want really badly to be upset with you. It also feels really not you, but like the royal you. So I didn't see who put Fenkin down. And the more I think about it, the more I feel really silly for being upset, like for being mad, for being angry. there's going to be a lot of processing to do, and I'm trying to like not act like I'm better than I am because God, this fucking sucks. But I mean, there was always something in the back of my head that eventually I'd probably have to do it, but I just wasn't ready. And I think I'm a little more upset that it wasn't me. That like should it have had to happen? It should have been me to be the one to do it. I feel like I kind of gave people a false sense of security around him, and I'm sorry. Yeah. Are you okay? Is everybody else okay?
I think we'll be better when we get out of here. But
100
and no, I don't think any of us are okay.
That's absolutely the right answer. If you said you were okay after that, you'd be a sociopath or some shit. But I'm upset. It hurts. It sucks. I am a little bit angry, but I don't know if it's well placed or not. So I'm sorry if I lash out at the wrong person or at anybody in general. And I'll do my best to be cool. All right.
Let's just get out of here and get Axel or Eric and Fenken to town. And, maybe somebody could do something.
Fingers crossed.
A large thunderous boom echoes throughout the city as rubble starts to fall and pitter patter across all types of stone surfaces. You're not sure what just happened, but there was a large boom coming from somewhere inside the city.
Arcturus?
Wasn't me, but I think that's our cue.
So to get out of here, we have to go up a waterfall, right?
Was that magical, the sound? Did it sound like a spell I would know of, or was it just too far away to know?
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
8.
8. Let's see. What spell? What? I think you still got this. Let me just double check one thing.
Matt would be the kind of guy to look at somebody and tell them that they still got it.
With an 8.
Lucky?
You still got it.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you? You would know this as a knock spell.
Oh, someone's come a knocking.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, the question is, who or what?
It's really that loud. I've used that a whole handful of times. If I'd known it was that loud, good lord.
Wonder if it's proportional to the size of the door. I wonder if somebody just opened
No, that's a good thought.
huge door.
I'd be more inclined to believe you. You seem way better at magic than me.
Thanks, I guess.
Uh,
Kind of like, why are you being nice to me? Like, you were giving me a cold shoulder there for a second.
it's
About
not gonna help
12
us get out alive.
seconds later, you hear another sound, not quite as loud, but still kind rumbling, thundering throughout the city.
What do we think the odds are that that our friend found the treasure and is taking it for herself?
You know, that's a really good point.
I mean, is that a thing that we're caring about? Honestly,
I mean, it would just be really shitty if we came all this way to get double crossed.
Well, I don't really like liars. I do like reviving my friends.
I mean, we came looking for a druid, and treasure's great and all, but it's not really the mission. And we have fallen friends.
That's very true.
I will take my desire to go find Louvre and this loot as a sign of my eviler side and side with our Axel here. Let's get out.
Alrighty. You guys hear a few more small little booms and echoes throughout the city as the sound of a distant skirmish seems to have come to an end. You guys make it down towards the amphitheater steps, the way that you came back in, as you hear the sound of flapping wings. As Livre comes down and switches back into her form. Sorry, I didn't want it to find you. I got away.
And what was it?
Oh, one of those orb things you were fighting?
Did you hear the ruckus?
That wasn't you? I thought
It
you
wasn't
guys
you?
got another fight. No.
Well,
Oh.
let's not stick around and figure out what it was.
Yeah, what's the easiest way out of here? Do you know? Because by my calculations, we got to go up a waterfall.
Well,
I
so I mean,
no. I can
if
fly.
it's not Louvre, maybe we should. If there's other people down here, I don't want deaths on my hands. I mean, I do want to get out of here, but how long will it take to go figure out what that was? If we have somebody who can fly,
It'll be the last time I could do it, so I can do it. I'll stay as a bird. No, you can get us back up the waterfall.
Yeah,
Okay. I'll go check it out.
you might be back faster than we're up the waterfall, to be fair. So,
Perfect. She'll go off and fly around. You guys start to make your way back across the waterfall, or across the lake, I should say. Takes about a few minutes, and I'd say you're about halfway up the falls at this point, as it's a little bit more of a challenge going back up as it was
yeah.
trying to come down. You got to staircase a little smarter, but that's not an issue for someone of your talents. But Louvre does fly back towards. She just goes onto the step that you just freshly created. Well, I'm not sure what it was, but the little light things by the doors are gone now. I just saw the ones kind of at the back of the city and maybe a few less around it, but I couldn't find anything.
Somebody else might be capitalizing off of our work, I guess. I'm not sure. We can go up and ask,
Possible.
blanking on the name of the person that we left with the horses, but
Red.
we can go ask Red
Right.
if he's seen anything as we were down here.
Yeah. Hopefully not. I'd like to think that we picked a good spot for Gnawbones, but yeah, anything's possible. Alrighty. As you guys continue to arise through the brambles, the path that was burned through here still remains. As you come back to Again, hard to tell now as the fog is fully immersed back into it. But from the light of day, seems maybe about an evening is where we're at now. As you walk back to the camp, it's a quiet, somber evening. You don't hear many birds chirping throughout the sky. It seems to take you maybe twice as long as it took you to get here. But as the night falls, you come to a clearing of red, sitting next to a tree that you guys know to be Zentom. That's just in tree form right now, in the middle of this nice little grotto with his eyes and everything. Ah, so we rich?
Not quite.
What's that mean?
Fenkin and Eric kind of looking at Axel with two corpses over his shoulders. Didn't make it.
Oh, fuck. What happened?
It's a long story. Did you see anything go in after us from the top or from the mouth or anything?
I've been here the whole time. Heard some type of fighting throughout the nights, but nothing came here. I got that thing, and he points over, and you see like a 12-point stag, just a giant, massive.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, they grow like crazy out here. But no, other than that, just been kind of keeping these things alive, pointing towards the other horses.
I suppose we should saddle up and put some distance between us and this place and make camp.
Good for camp.
So, make camp?
I think we need to put some distance.
All right, let's do it. All right, you guys get on your stock. Get on your livestock, your horses, and begin to mount up for the evening. Louvre does some thinking, and begins to whisper to some of the trees as it takes you to what could be a nice place to rest for the evening. This place takes about an hour and a half to get to, and that's not a straight path or a straight easy ride either. There's a lot of stopping, waiting for some of the natural dangers of the forest to pass until she can provide a safe way through. But you do come to what looked like maybe some type of watchtower or guard's post or something, but it's been lost to time. Just old, maybe 300-foot tall statue tower, just kind of out here. You open up the interior, and it's nothing special. Just a staircase, a empty room that had some type of tables, some old crates, barrels, probably used for some storage stuff. But again, it's been a long time. But as far as a safe place, this is away from the cave. In case anything tried to follow you, seem to be safe. And Red kind of looks over to Eric. Fuck, he was a good one. So, what's the plan? We going back?
There was a lot of dead things down there. Like a lot of them. So, I don't know. I need to figure out before we could even get to that point. Are we cool, guys? So I'm trying to be cool. And I want to be cool, truly. But like, it's tough, you know? Like, I don't know what the hell.
I'm as cool as I can be, losing to compatriots. I don't know what got into Fenkin, but I don't regret my actions to attack him after he... For all we know, we could have saved Eric until he dug his claws into his neck.
I feel like I don't know. Is this the time or the place for this kind of conversation? Like, because I have some, like, I can shed some light on that for you. I just don't want to like bore you with details.
You seem to need it.
I'll apologize for that. Also, really trying to not be a huge turd about it, but whatever. So it was a couple of times, like right after I left home, I got into a spot where I bit off a little more than I could chew. Brand new adventurer trying to do what they can. Don't know what you don't know. Next thing you know, getting attacked. And when it comes out of the woods, but this big fucking scary were-tiger thing, and it turns out to be Fenkin. So he saved my life, and found out that's kind of what he does. What he did. He was trying real hard to fight the monster and didn't want to be a monster, so he did not monstery things and used what he had to try to protect people. That's what we did. That's what brought us to the tournament and stuff like that. Because it doesn't really pay, so you need the money, right? Like I was saying before, I was really kind of hoping that if he needed to be put down, that it would be me. Just like kind of felt like I owed him that. Like kind of that like dignity, I guess. But like sometimes when he was in that form, when he was doing what he was doing, it was like the bloodlust was real. Sometimes he would just get a little carried away. Or he'd get a little beat up and he would just kind of lose himself to the beast. I'm not trying to explain away or justify anything, but like maybe it might help with some closure. Yeah, that was him. He was a great guy. Did a lot of good things for a lot of people. A lot of good things for me, and sometimes the bad just catches up at the worst time.
Yeah, I wish I had known, even as someone who studies good and evil for a living, I didn't really understand Fenkin's situation. When I tried to broach the subject, he didn't seem too keen on talking.
Yeah, it wasn't my place to really like excuse me. It wasn't really my place to like speak for him on that. I was working with him on trying to get to a spot where he was a little more comfortable telling people. But sometimes you got to be real careful who you tell, because like especially in our line of work, you hunt the spooky things and somebody sees you be a spooky thing and they want to hunt you. So I'll own that and I'll apologize. And I'm sorry that put everybody in danger for not communicating it.
It's okay. It's not like you killed anybody.
I didn't.
Oh, I did, and now I get to live with that.
Is it your first time killing somebody like that?
No, I've traveled with far worse things than Fenkin, and on occasion I've had to put down something. And it's been this type of situation, something that's trying to be good, but usually has evil inherent within them. But I didn't really get that from Fenkin. At least not when we were talking. Albeit we never talked when he had sort of, I guess, shifted. Is that the term? I'm not really sure.
That's a good word to use for that. Shifted is a pretty good word for that.
I just assumed that the brain was the same, and so when I saw him going for Eric, I didn't know what was happening.
So to be absolutely and completely clear, Arturs, I don't blame you. Like I'm thankful. Thank you for acting and saving more people. Just it's gonna hurt for a little bit, and that's the way that goes, right?
Yeah, and I'm not without guilt. I appreciate your words, but when you travel with someone, it's never easy. Like I said, I put down far worse things, and each time it wasn't easy. Knowing what I know now, I would imagine this will be the most difficult out of all of them. So I guess we'll all work through it as best we can, and with any luck, we can get Fenkin to some sort of cleric that has the powers to bring him back.
I don't think it'll happen. Not that we'll probably find a cleric. I just don't think his soul will come back.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ready to say that.
Unfortunately, I saw it.
I still don't think I'm ready to say it.
And I feel like I've done a lot of extrapolating on who Fenkin was and kind of our deal. So I don't want to keep talking your ears off about my shit all night. So I'm just kind of let you know that there's a little something spooky going on with me, but we could talk about that later. Once we all have a little bit better, maybe some sleep, maybe some food, maybe some, put some distance between us and dying a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
You good, Axel?
Good as yeah. I don't know.
It's relative.
This has just been we were at a tournament, and then it's just been all downhill.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. Good talk, guys.
Yeah. Sorry I took you there. I thought it would just be nice and all gold for you. But I don't think this is going to happen anymore. Are you guys still able to save Rogar? Save Daroth? Or is this it? You want me to take you home? Or leave this place?
I would like to finish the job, but we're down 2, and clock is ticking on there being any chance of being able to do anything for Finken and Eric. How far to the nearest temple or town that might be able to take care of them?
Amphail would be the closest. Maybe there's another one from where we're at that might be closer to the northeast, but I don't know what they have. I just know that they cut down our trees and we tell them where to cut.
What about druidic magic? Is there anything that you can do, or they can do?
I think Daroth might be able to. I know he's a lot stronger than I am. But that's kind of what the whole thing was, trying to save him. I can't do it by myself.
Well, I'll look at Arcturus and Weird. I mean, what do you two think?
I think that the clock is ticking. If we're gonna do something, at least for Eric, we need to try to do something. If anything, maybe we head back, try to get some sort of ally or something, and then we can, come back out and finish the job. But between the three of us, I think we might be a little outmatched.
Arcturus?
I think the logical play is that we can't encounter any more danger. We have to go somewhere safe. But I'm here to learn about the ways of good, so if there's some sort of code or something you need to fulfill to Louvre, I'm on board.
It's complicated. I don't think there's a code. Um, I will go over to do we have? I guess I'll go to Red. Do you have a map? I mean, how long are these things gonna take, right? If we have to get to Amphale, how many days ride is that with the horses we have carrying this load, including the two our two fallen friends?
Red pulls out the map, looks towards Louvre. Where are we? And he kind of just points to the forest. She's like just on the middle western side. Say if we could just go straight south, we can get out of this forest. Probably about half a day's ride. Take it right over to Amphale. Be there a day and a half. We can go up and around. Might cut a little bit off the path. I'd say, yeah, maybe 2 days to this other place. So either way, we're looking at 3-4 days if we go somewhere, fix them instantly, and come right back. And I don't know if that's going to be. I don't know. What? Why are we bringing them? Why'd you guys even bring them up here? You don't deal with death in this kind of line of work?
I need you to
No.
pick some words really fucking careful, Red.
I'm just saying what's special about them. I mean, I've been with Eric for a long time, and I really appreciate what they bring to the table. There's always going to be another Eric. I've got his friend Silas I can talk to. And there's no other people that could just fill the slot.
I don't have a way to respond to that constructively at the moment.
On that note, let's take a rest. Regardless of what we do, we need to sleep tonight.
Yeah, I'll take a watch. Alrighty. Louvre will go ahead and just pick some natural things around the area she can find. So if you want just normal rations, it's still there for you. However, it would only be for flavor because the 8-berry from this morning is still going on. But
Weird does reach for the worm bag. just out of habit, and it's just like, ah, damn it. And then just
Feel almost
back
a little
on.
bit of a residual static shock as you find the bowstring. Last thing Fenton poured their life into.
Oh.
May have been what did him in the end. Maybe the magic missiles, but
Could have been the blunt force trauma from the magic missiles. Could have been bleeding on your own bow. The coroner report still hasn't come back, so we're not 100% sure what actually killed Fenkin.
Yeah, I'm not a murderer yet.
Yeah.
I need to be convicted by a jury of my peers, you know?
Either before actually going to sleep, or probably before going to sleep and then through any sort of watch that Weird would take. I'm gonna read that same book. I'm gonna keep thumbing through it and studying and rereading and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a D100 twice. Tell me the lower number.
Well, it wasn't supposed to. Okay. So it's an 82 is the lower number.
Dang.
I rolled an 82 and a 99.
Jeez.
I will never have that kind of D100 luck ever again.
You know, if you're playing Call of Cthulhu, that's a
Bad
good
luck.
thing.
Crit or a critical miss.
Yeah,
Fumble, whatever.
that's real bad.
That's real bad.
Perfect. All right.
More specifically, like, Weird's looking for answers. Like, why did it come take Fenkin? Why would it have done that? That's not something that normally happens. So there has to be something that Weird missed in the book somewhere, and Weird's gonna find that answer somehow. Like, that's the mindset going in.
Mm-hmm. All right. Weird. After a while, you begin flipping through this book, and you turn the page, start to kind of just read into some more of these secrets. Keep flipping and flipping. You don't realize that you're turning the page, intent one after another. The whispers start to pull you in. As you pull yourself back from this one, looking around, you notice that people are asleep now. Red is probably up the tower, taking his watch. Maybe 3 hours have passed now at this point in time, but you don't really remember it. For you were just reading,
Seems right.
hoping for clarity, but nothing has stuck out. Although you do hear a familiar booming sound coming off from outside the tower, beyond the fog. Another skirmish. This time, you hear the flapping of leathery wings.
Well, that's not good. Cool.
Little roars. And then, after a minute or so, nothing. Sound of the wings gets softer and quieter. The rest of the night goes off without issue. You guys wake up. Sun is shining, but you are under the canopy, and every day just seems to feel to drag and drag on, as if there is no escape from this place.
This place rules. We should stay here forever.
If we're not careful, we might not have a say in that.
As you guys are getting your meals prepped in the morning, you start to hear a twig snap coming from maybe 50, 100 feet deep into the fog. Wait for another few seconds. Nothing. Onyx. Onyx? You see a little bird staring at you from a nearby branch. As you and your newfound friend have not have escaped one but two clutches. Waking up from a long rest, you and Ira, or I'm not even sure if you guys are on a first name basis yet, have been laying in this wood for your first night out from the shadows. Flies off into the fog by about 30, 60 feet as you hear the commotion of life.
Did you hear that?
What, the people? I hear ocean.
Yeah, it sounds like there's people that way, and I'm wondering if that bird wasn't just a bird. You know what I'm saying?
Do we both see the bird?
Yep.
Can't be the only ones in these woods.
Yeah, you're right. And what, are you saying we should go and talk to them? That seems really bad.
Well, definitely not this time of night.
I mean,
The morning.
all right. As he curls up and rests his head on his tail a little bit.
What even are you?
Ira just sits on a stump.
Axel, Arturus, as the night, or what's the opposite of twilight? The dawn?
Dawn.
The dusk before
Dusk.
the dawn.
The Twidon?
The fight on Jin.
Dude, that's some really good gin. Yeah.
As Weird and Narek are still asleep from their watch, you and Arturus are visited by a familiar bird. She drops back. We aren't the only ones in the forest. Mm,
In a good
No,
way
he's
or
like
bad.
there's a small hooded figure in some type of guardian uh, with them, similar to the one we found in the ruins. I don't know. I've never seen them here before. They haven't spotted us yet. They're out that way. So keep an eye, I suppose.
Hmm. Should we nip this in the bud and go confront them and intimidate them away, as we've done before?
Yeah, I mean,
Hey, why not?
we should get some more information. At least that much.
Let them know, hey, motherfucker in the woods, step up and get your leg took.
I mean, it's it's not illegal to walk in the woods.
That's true.
I mean, we wear cloaks and hoods. I mean, it's someone's walking in the woods. We don't necessarily need to kill them.
Yeah, let's. I mean, maybe they can help. I don't really want to run into a lot of bad shit out here. I don't want to play our hand too quickly, but maybe wouldn't mind talking to them.
I mean, I think we should get some more information before we decide to scare them off or fight them or talk to
Okay,
them, whatever.
let's go do that.
They didn't. Oh, you're more than welcome. They didn't seem friendly.
I mean,
Just
if
what-
I was out here without, if anybody stumbled upon us in the woods, that probably wouldn't seem friendly either. So
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys didn't really seem too friendly.
a little bit of. Yeah, I've been had my fair share of people telling me I'm not friendly. So
Oh, that's true.
you've
Hey.
been quite a lovely person since I've known you.
see, that's why we're here. You all get me.
Red wakes up, rubs his eye. What's going on now?
Motherfuckers that way.
Got it.
I speak
Done.
fluent red at this point.
I'm getting on the horse.
Okay. Ask questions first. Shoot later is the plan, Brad.
If that's the plan, that's the plan, I guess.
I think it'd be fair to say that too many people have died in the last day. So if we could avoid just senseless murder,
And I never do senseless murder, alright? There's always a sense to it.
yeah. I would say best judgment, but I don't really know you for what your judgment is. So
Fair enough.
also, maybe we just go see them. Just walk up on them. Hey, I'll go do it.
Okay.
Nothing says getting absolutely fucked up in the woods like a goblin showing up asking questions.
I mean, a united front is good, but how they react to you and I is going to be very telling.
Yeah.
oh hell yeah, it's gonna tell us whether or not they're racist right off the front, man.
Right off
hell
the
yeah.
bat, just like that. Yeah.
Off rip, if they're like, damn, a goblin and a fucking tiefling, like shit. And we'll be like, hey, that's really fucked up, and you should choose better words and act nicer. And they'll feel bad about themselves.
There, well, it wasn't really much of a camp, but they were sleeping over there. And she starts to lead you towards that way, and then eventually she'll stop a little bit further that way. You got this.
We got it.
We got it.
We got this.
All right, then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna I'll do one of these fancy stealth rolls here. It's ass. 10.
All right, anybody with a passive perception of 10 or higher?
Nailed it.
Figure out where Weird's at. So as you guys are up for the morning, not sure what rituals or stuff you've got going on, or if you're even discussing anything, but from the fog, there seems to be a dark, shadowy figure. As they get closer, you can tell it's a halfling in size. And then once they hit that kind of 30-foot mark, you see a goblin. And
Feel
Weird.
yourself, kobold.
What?
What does Weird see?
Yeah. What am I
So
looking at? What the fuck kind of thing has a tail? You
as
can lay on.
as you walk up, you do see a creature about the size of you, with light brown scales and a tail that sort of protrudes out the bottom of their long robe. Well, long for them, but long robe. That is as they sort of look at you, and you have probably seen these before because they are quite common in the Undercommon or Underdark. But you see a kobold.
Oh. Well, shit. Hey, bud. How's it going?
Hey, what are you doing?
I mean, just kind of coming over here to ask you the same question.
What are you doing in our woods? You guys hear from the shadow, or the beyond the fog.
I got it. We're gonna be okay. Thank you. I appreciate you.
I'm here if you need me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Seems
Go
our neighbors have
ahead now.
found us.
I'll walk out as well.
It's me and my friend here. Hey.
I'm a friendly goblin.
And Don, if you want to describe what your character looks like.
What is
I stand
Donnie?
up from my stump, and maybe from the peripheral you can't tell because they'll be wearing standard, traveling gear, some splint mail armor, something like that, with a backpack and all that ready to go with a staff. But as they stand up and they turn to you, you see a glint of light reflect off of their face as some sort of metallic construct stands before you, hulking about 7 feet
Nice.
tall. It is quite heavy, but they look at you with bright eyes
Interesting.
and they speak the Lord's tongue.
Nice. So, I mean, we were just over there doing our thing, minding our business.
Mm-hmm.
One of my friends let us know that you were over here.
Yeah, we saw them last night. They're about as sneaky as you are.
I was trying to make sure that you knew that somebody was coming. So I didn't want to scare you. Being a goblin and all, a lot of people have some very determined ideas of what I'm about.
Yeah, you too.
I bet you get that a lot, don't you?
Not really, no. I don't talk to a lot of people.
It's fair. The
You
less you
come around
talk to
these
them-
woods often?
No. It's actually probably one of my first times out here. It's terrifying. We made a mistake.
Yeah, it's pretty miserable.
Well,
I wouldn't go down into those ruins.
Mm, agreed.
were you down there?
Were you down there?
I asked you first.
I asked you second.
Damn. It's the only way to get around that argument.
I know.
Yes.
Nice.
It wasn't so nice.
Oh.
It was pretty fucked up down there, man.
Yeah, it was pretty terrible. These like balls of lights that were floating around.
Wait, were you guys the ones with the knock? Is that big ass boom you guys?
It,
I think it was.
it could have been. It could not have been.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it was.
Well,
This is
yeah.
very clear now.
Yeah.
We had a couple tussles.
Yeah,
So did we.
Managed our way out.
unscathed, one might say.
Oh, you got lucky.
Full health. Not even a spell slot.
What's a spell slot?
Spell slut? What?
I know you are. Well, what am I?
No, I was trying to make sure I heard what you said.
Oh,
I figured that's the name of my new band, Spell Slut.
Well, enough of these introductions. Who else have you brought with you?
Hey,
which
what's
one of
up?
you is the
I'm Weird.
bird?
Neither of us, actually.
I'm not the bird. Yeah, I've never been a bird in my life.
I have an aversion to poultry.
I'm the bird.
Oh,
Yeah, she's the bird.
I'm the word.
the word of what?
I'd like to know the word, actually. What are you doing here in the forest?
Well, we were in the ruins, and then we came out through the forest.
Okay.
I believe we were on our
Okay.
way out.
Yeah, we were.
Oh, that's perfect.
Great. Where you headed?
Where?
Quite frankly, I don't really know.
I think
What's around here?
Amphel's the closest. I think about a day that way.
Ah, yes, Amphel.
That's where we're headed. Are you hungry?
Look,
Yes.
it's okay to say yes.
I'm not quite sure if that's something I need to worry about anymore. But,
Any more?
well,
Wait. Yeah. What?
still testing certain hypotheses, but
That's a very
You need
big
help?
word.
you need help cooking. You know, I used to be a cook myself.
I'm gonna lean down to Weird and be like, "Cooking is a good sign. It means they won't eat us."
And I'll stand on my toes to be able to whisper back. Unless they want to be able to cook us. And they're good at cooking us.
You know, I never really thought about it that way. That's a good point.
You know, it's sort of
Either way,
rude to whisper in front of people.
all right. Here, I'll lay it out for you. We, the bird,
Uh huh.
is our guide.
Oh,
I don't know if you've run into trouble
yes.
navigating these woods, but I would be remiss, and Axel isn't here. Kind of looking back,
It's actually. Oh, wait. So there's more of you.
Axel's another,
but
another friend.
I think that he would want me to tell you that if you'd like to join us, we have safe passage via Louvre, the bird, to Amphel, and you're
Thanks,
welcome
Louis.
to join us.
I think this is a cause for a celebration. Let's all put our rations into a pot and put it over fire. Break bread.
You guys have bread?
I don't.
Oh,
Not on me.
Frankly, I don't have any rations either.
Okay,
Found
well,
some
we
mushrooms.
might be able to help you out with that too.
oh. Have you guys seen the giant dragon skeleton with all like the mushrooms and all the flowers around it?
You
Yeah,
saw
don't-
that?
No,
Did we see that?
no.
That wasn't a good place.
Yeah, that's sort of a sanctuary shrine. Kind of like trying not to use the wrong word to piss off Louvre. We saw it. We definitely saw it. Do not recommend eating anything or picking anything from around that area.
Yeah, there was.
There's a sign that tells us where that area is. We're supposed to know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's another sign that said off limits. You must have missed it.
Mm.
There will be tomorrow. Later today. Excuse me, I have to go.
I'll
Yeah, now there's a big fuck off tree that will smash your face into the ground.
There's
if
a
you
lot
try
of
to touch it.
those in this woods.
So
And at this point, weird. You hear a voice in your head. Are you in danger?
Gonna like stop and kind of glance at you and try to not make it super obvious, but Arturus' weird shoulders are just like instantly rigid.
you okay?
Yeah, weird smell caught me off guard. It can. I'm gonna try to think back. Just, yeah, everything's all right. This is actually kind of the homie.
Just the one homie?
You- No, we got one other.
What's a
For
homie?
Alright.
me, it's a friend.
Oh,
It's a buddy. It's a companion, compatriot.
blink twice.
Dragonborn racially profiling the tiefling. I see how it is.
If
Be some new
you
slang.
are in danger.
Blink twice if Weird's in danger.
Yeah.
Weird will very clearly blink once.
Do you need help, stranger?
I was gonna ask you that question.
I think we're
we're
safe to
okay,
go.
are we?
Yeah, I think we're okay. Also, I'm sorry. What's your name? And I'll look over to the metallic one.
I mean, I suppose if we're going to be journeying together to this Amphail,
Mm.
guess we should learn each other's names. In fact, you may know my name. Yeah, Ira Bashammer of the Bashammer Tinkerers in Baldur's Gate. Been a famous family for decades.
Never
About
been
to
to.
roll a history. We're about to find out.
Been a famous family in history for history.
Mm,
I got
myself.
21. I've probably heard of you.
Yeah, I was gonna say 15 or higher. They are not joking. You have heard of the Bashhammers. They are a
Oh.
proud.
The Bashamers.
No, sorry, not the Bashhammers.
Yeah.
The Bashhammers. Bashhammers are a proud dwarven family that are known throughout Baldur's Gate. Most famous Bashhammer is old Pabby Bashhammer. Turns out they made a lot of cool knickknacks, paddywhacks, dogs, bones have been given. And they had a large impact on the growth and development throughout Baldur's Gate.
Oh, so you're some sort of city folk then?
Oh, I'm.
What,
Yeah,
what brings
can
you all
say
the
that.
way out here?
After some work, I worked from the lower city and now reside in the upper city. And I am an archaeologist. Perhaps you've heard of me, as I was saying, the Bashamers.
Yeah, I've heard of the family name for sure. But I wasn't aware there was a archaeologist out roaming in the dense fog in dangerous wooded ruins.
Well, I'm Pappy's granddaughter before this incident, but I'm sure I can get this cleared up in a jiffy back at Baldur's Gate or maybe Amphail. One's sure to have known of this.
Awesome. Yeah, you're definitely going to want to come with us. I'd love to unpack that with you. We've got a lot of our own things going on. We just, let the cat out of the bag. We just lost two of our own down in those ruins. We've got a lot to unpack, but I love more. I'm a traveling group therapist. So come with us. We'll eat. We'll drink. We'll be merry. We'll go to Amphail safely. And I'd love
This is one of
to.
those cults now, is it?
I've
If you have to ask
seen
if it's a cult. Clearly, it's a cult.
I've seen quite a few cults, and this I don't think is one.
Not a
Time I've
cult.
seen a goblin being following around a tiefling. You gotta wonder, one pulling the strings of the other.
This goblin has never followed me anywhere. I have followed
True.
them.
It's kind of a reality. I said I was going to come talk to you, and then it was like, yeah, I'll go too.
I lost you there for a second. You kind of like dropped down in the dirt. That was.
I tried a new sneaking tactic called the slither.
Is that what that was? The one that
Yeah,
you
you
were
could
very
tell-
visible walking or lying down?
Clearly, I haven't mastered it yet.
Mm. Well, I mean, yeah.
If you would like, you could come back to our camp, meet the others.
Yeah, let me just get ready. And he sort of touches his chest, and you can see a sort of like a glimmer from like pop up from his hand and go to wrap over completely around him, and grab his bag and yeah, let's go.
What in the Iron Man bullshit's going on?
No,
over
it's a spell. I don't know if you know what those are, but they are little magics that help benefit people.
here?
Magical
Hey,
indeed.
Arturus, do you know what a spell is?
I haven't learned about any of those.
I've never heard that word before.
I'm just out here, in my robes with a book,
Well, I figured
Yeah.
just
As a-
journaling. That's all I'm doing.
as we're doing this bit, I'm gonna cast minor illusion to be another weird, still looking at you, and we're doing everything like in sync together at this point.
I'll pick up on it and do the exact same thing.
well, I saw the one of you with a book and a robe, and I assumed that you were magically inclined, but you're wearing leather armors and a bow and a pokey stick, and I just assumed you weren't magically inclined. It's nothing saying that you're not more intelligent than the other. It was just based off of looks, and you didn't put forth that information ahead of time, and I just wanted to confirm.
Uh-huh.
Well, what's your name?
I'm weird.
Well, yes, we got that, but your name?
And yours?
I'm Arturus.
Oh.
I am
And what
a
about
wizard.
yours?
I'm weird.
Oh, yours.
Oh, no, Coromer.
Mortimer?
No, Coromer.
Coromer?
Yeah.
Like a coroner.
No,
Isn't that-
that's a no.
Coromer.
Coromer.
I think you're talking about Coromir.
Okay, well, you need to introduce you to Axel.
Yeah, come on.
Dragonborn?
That way, if you're evil, he can smite you. That sort of thing. Come on.
But you're still here.
Ah. So there's
There
some,
it is.
Glossing over the racism.
there's some things called reductive statements.
Uh huh.
And that's one of them.
Well, I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway,
As you sunder on back to the tower to meet up with Axel and Red and the horses, I think that's where we're going to go ahead and end it for tonight.
Axel, we found these terrible people. Kill them.
Please, please.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Take me to your leader.
Smite! Smite! Smite!
You guys just keep
Also,
killing
my turn to
Donnie
kill
and
the
Josh for the
beasties.
XP.
That's the whole new thing. The campaign is just how many times can we kill Donnie and Bruce?
Oh yeah, I'm level 6 for killing Fenkin, right? Like that's
Yeah,
gotta
true.
be canon. Yeah.
I got a cool double-bladed scimitar.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, I forgot about that.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna identify that shit on the horses probably.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Well, we can do that next time
Yeah.
on D&D.
Thank you guys so much for coming, hanging out again. Really do appreciate it. Once again, this show is going to be sponsored by Adventure Dice. So head over to adventuredice.ca, use code JBruce for 10% off your selection. That goes for most dice, but all subscriptions. So make sure you guys go ahead and head on over to check out the dice. It's very cool sets that they have available, and it's a small company. So we like to support those smaller companies that are making their way out in the world. So make sure to head over there and do that for us, okay?
Making my way.
Making our way through the forest, walking slow. But thank you, and we will see you guys next week with another episode of We Run the Dungeon. Have a good night, guys.